Hey guys, welcome to the 115 subscriber special. Really just want to thank everybody who subscribed to me because 115 is a big number for me and it's just big number in zombies. That's why I wanted to hit it and that's why this was like where we're going to make the special. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, so I'm not done with streams. Just keep streaming. And then also our next big goal is 935 for obvious reasons. But now we're doing every single zombies map tier list. So yeah, let's do this. We could just go like I think it's like by game. I'm pretty sure. No, it's definitely not. It's kind of random, but we could just start from the beginning. We'll just go like in order, I guess. So yeah, so we'll start out with Noct. Noct is a C, D tier. Yeah, C tier. It's not like anything special, but it's like OG zombies. You really can't like say anything bad about it because it's like the first thing. Rooked is gonna be D tier. It's some people liked it, but it was really good that like it added perks and power and added a couple things, important things, but it's not like it wasn't like the biggest thing. Perks are really important though. I mean, I could put it in C tier, but I think D tier is like I might move things around later. Shi No Numa is next. This is D tier as well. It didn't really add anything at all. I don't think it added the Wonder Waff, which was nice, and it was a really easy map. But it wasn't a bad. It wasn't a bad. It was pretty fun to play. Der Riese. This is a high. I'm not putting it. I just have to scroll up. This is a really good map. This is A tier. This is an S tier. There's only a few maps that I'm gonna put in S tier. This is A tier though. This is just like the first like this is what zombies really is about. Next after Der Riese was Kino, correct? Yeah, Kino. I'm not putting it here. I'm gonna put Kino in B tier. A lot of people like it more than me or more than that, but that's where I think it deserves. I don't think it's like that exceptional. It was my first map though, so I can't really talk bad about it. Next up is 5. 5 is another C tier, yeah, C tier. Actually, D tier, honestly. It wasn't the best map. It was really hard and it's just I mean I loved like the characters, but it just wasn't like it wasn't all that. I really can't put it any higher than D tier. Maybe C tier, but it's gonna be in D tier for now. Next up, yeah, let's go full screen. Maybe that'll help. How do I even do that? Actually, it's whatever. Next up is Ascension. Yeah, Ascension. Ascension was a really fun map in my opinion. I'm gonna put it in C tier. It's not like anything like super exceptional, but it's definitely like C tier worthy. It was really fun, and I love the Gersh devices, and I loved. It didn't add the Thunder Gun. Kino added the Thunder Gun, but I loved like how it really like turned the Thunder Gun into like a very like viable thing that you can really use. I mean, I guess they had that in Kino, but yeah, Ascension C tier. Next up on our list is Call of the Dead. Call of the Dead is another A tier. It is a masterpiece. It, honestly, like I don't even. It's just like top few maps of all time. I loved Call of the Dead. Like really how they just used celebrity characters. They just like did it perfectly. Next up on our list is Shino, or I mean, no, not Shino Numa. Shangri-La. Shangri-La is another C tier. It wasn't the best map, but it was pretty fun. And like the baby, and it had water slide. Actually, it's a B tier map. It was really fun. Better than Ascension. Next up on our list is Moon. Moon is like finally where we start getting into like the very exceptional maps. Like I mean, I guess Moon wasn't like that good, but Moon is an A tier map in my opinion. It's on the level of Der Riese and Call of the Dead. It really kicked off the zombie story, like from just a few 4 guys trying to kill zombies to really kicking it off into what it's become and what it has been for the last 10 years. Next up is Black Ops 2 is next, right? I think so. Transit. Oh, Transit's not as bad as people say, but it's probably a D tier, honestly. It's probably not as bad as some maps, but it was terrible, honestly. It was okay. Like I've come back and played with it, and it's kind of fun, but it's just like it's it's not all that it could be with. But it was like a terrible transportation system. It's just like if you got stuck, you had to wait like 6 rounds for the bus to come back. It was just wasn't all that it could have been. Next is Die Rise. Oof. Die Rise is E tier. It was terrible. It's absolutely terrible. It was probably my least favorite Treyarch map of all time. I hated the elevators. It really just like stopped the flow. I literally have only played Die Rise like probably like 10, 15 times just cuz how like bad the whole system is, and it's just so annoying, like falling off of buildings, like you have to wait for elevators. It's just no. I mean, it was fun at first, like with the Sliquifier, then they patched it, and I don't know, it just wasn't all that it could have been, and really had a good idea, but they didn't execute it well at all. Mob of the Dead. Oof. This is our first S tier. This was like a masterpiece. This is the first like zombies map I've really fell in love with. It's just it was just like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just such an amazing map with the Blundergat, Brutus, the like where you have to feed the dogs and then you get the Hell's Retriever. The storyline was awesome. I loved the characters. So it had a good Easter egg. It was just an amazing map all around. Next up on our list is Buried. Buried, it's like I don't know. I think I honestly this might be controversial, but I think it's a B tier map. Buried, it's just really fun. It's just a really easy map, but it's really fun to play. You really can't go wrong with Buried. Next on our list, Origins. That's Origins, in my opinion, is the best map of all time, and it is going above Mob of the Dead. Yeah, these by the way, they're ranked. I'm gonna re-rank them like for like what place they are on the list, but like at the end after we get them all on what tiers they are. But yeah, Origins is just honestly I think it's the best map of all time. I don't think anything's compared with it. Maybe Horizon Draka, but we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. It's just really just like set the standard for like just like what zombies really is. It's like Moon did a little bit, and then Origins just like it's just a masterpiece, and like I don't think they've ever recreated to that level of just like fun I've experienced on a map. And the only thing that kind of sucked, like the story, the Easter egg was kind of like iffy, in my opinion. All right, so next on the list is the freaking these maps, the Advanced Warfare maps, and I'm not gonna talk much about them, but I'll still put them on the list. Outbreak. Outbreak's D tier. Infection or Burger Town, E tier. Carrier is an I think this is an E tier. Descent was like the only decent one. I'm put that in C tier. Now we're on to like honestly, I think this Black Ops 3 is probably the best zombies in my opinion of all time. So first is Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil is an A tier map. I know some people don't like it, but it's just one of my favorite maps. It's so fun. And it like really sets up the Black Ops 3 storyline like with the ending and the Apothega Servant and all the keepers. And it's just like they really it was a really good start for Black Ops 3. Next up is DE. This is an obvious S tier. This is the best, second best, third. It was top 3. DE is top 3 map of all time, and it's in my opinion the best map on Black Ops 3. It's kind of like a clone of Origins, but I think they did it better, honestly. Not better, but just like next gen, and it really just felt better playing it. It wasn't to the like fun and like experience level of Origins, but it was like almost there. Zetsubu, this is the only iffy map. I'm going to put this in C tier. It was not a bad map by any means, but it wasn't to the level of any of the other maps. Gorod Kroby. Should I put this in S tier or A tier? I don't know. I don't know if it's S tier worthy. I think it's A tier. And actually, I'm going to move Shadows down to B tier. But yeah, Gorod's A tier because I don't think Shadows on the same. Gorod's on the same level as Shadows. I mean, the other way around. Gorod was just an amazing map. I loved the boss fight was insane. I loved the Wonder Weapon. I loved the Ray Gun Mark IIIs. You get to ride a freaking dragon. I mean, what else is there to it? Next up, Revelations. This is a B tier map. They could have done better with it, and it's really just a reskin of all the other maps. It wasn't a bad map by any means, and I had fun playing it. It just wasn't like all it could have been. Now we're on to the freaking... I don't like these next few maps, so I think I'm just gonna try to speed through them. Zombies in Spaceland, C tier. Rave of Redwoods, D tier. I don't even really remember what order they were. Was it Shaolin Shuffle next? I think so. Just gonna put it in D tier. Attack of the Raid. That was not bad, honestly. Beast from Beyond. I'll put that as a C tier. I think Infection's actually an F tier. Now we are... Is that all? Yeah, now we're on to World War II maps. This is actually a decent one. This is a C tier map. Actually, no, this is an A tier map. I thought it was a different map. Final Reach sucked. This is also... I think this is a D tier map. What was next? I don't remember. The Shadow Throne. I really didn't play them. I'm putting them in F tier because I don't remember them at all, and I didn't like them. Actually, I did play the Frozen Dawn, and this was a pretty fun map. The Tortured Path. I don't really remember it. Oh, I completely forgot about Nuketown. Nuketown is an E tier map, though. It kind of sucked. Now we're finally on to Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 maps were not all it could be. And I'm also missing a couple here. I'm missing Tag der Toten and Alpha Omega. But Tag der Toten is a C tier map, and Alpha Omega is also a C tier map, in my opinion. So Voyage of Despair is an E tier or D tier map. This is a D tier map, yes. IX is a B tier map. It's not on this level, but it's a B tier map. Blood of the Dead is it's controversial, but I actually kind of like Blood of the Dead, so I'm putting it in C tier. I know everybody didn't like it, but I kind of did like it. Classified, they really re-envisioned 5 and really made it better this is a C tier map. Ancient Evil, this is a D tier map. Dead of the Night, this is a C tier map. And so yeah, that's the tier list. So